for some strange reason, I'm covering for Mivala Press, but you know what? There is no wrong way, and that's why we're here today. We're here to celebrate authenticity and everything amazing about what Valentine's has to hold. And of course, the man of the moment, the face of the brand, Shimza, is with us right now. And I'm so excited for this one. Hey, Shimza, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for speaking to us on Mivala Press.
Sure. You're welcome.
So I want to know, there's so much that you have been up to, but for me personally, I mean, I'm biased and I really love the brand. I love what Ballantines is getting to speak to by saying that there is no wrong way. For you, when you think about this, how did it match up with your brand and saying, actually, I agree that authenticity is the way to go? And why do you think you're the right person for this moment?
I think I've stuck to what I've been doing for years, and it has been working for me. Which means the formula of me being myself was the right way to do what I am today. So I think staying true is exactly what my brand stands for. I don't I don't do what others do. I do what I do. So the brand positioning and the brand marriage, if I can put it that way, made a lot of sense because I feel like from a brand perspective, they looked at what I stand for and what I do for my community through my shows, through my businesses, but also through my music. So I think when they saw the synergy, they were like, okay, cool, this is our guy because more than just selling alcohol, the story that he has fits the narrative that you're trying to push. Which is not saying drink alcohol, but even if you don't drink alcohol, you're doing yourself. Yeah. So I think we're a perfect match, and I can't wait to do more with them.
So, I mean, when this year started, I mean, last year we saw you do a lot of amazing things, kicking off virtual entertainment. How did that come about? How did you decide, we're not going to stay being stuck, not knowing who out in the game? And actually, this is the way to go. And fortunately, Channel O was like, yes, we agree with you. Let's kick it off. What does that mean to you?
I mean, that goes back to there's no wrong way of doing anything. Like I decided we can't party outdoors, so let me do a virtual party with everyone that has been doing the small things. Put everyone together and make one big thing, and it sort of worked. And the recognition that we got, the impact that we had on the whole country, I think was quite amazing. And just to be fearless, to to try and start something different is a value that I think I trade on, most of the time because I'm like, if no one's going to do it, then it's not going to happen. So if I can think about it, then I should do it, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we move on.
To be honest, that sounds like it's very courageous. And I want to know, like, obviously, when you're sleeping or you're thinking about it, you're thinking, do you have doubts about those certain moments? And what kicks in that spirit to say, what? If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it's okay. And what makes it comfortable? Because there's a lot of psyche and mental kind of like, appearance that you have to have in your mind to be okay with knowing what if it doesn't work, hush up. And what continues to propel you to be in that forefront of saying if it doesn't, it's okay.
Me, I dollar what I must, like I just dollar. I try by all means to put in as much effort as I can because I understand that the effort that you put in sometimes relates to the results that you get. So I try by all means to work hard and push and hope that other people see my efforts and see how they can assist me. Whether through sponsorship, whether even by just watching or buying or whatever. It's a contribution that helps towards achieving your vision. And I think the support that people give us is amazing, and that's what gives me the courage to always create because I've seen how people respond to people that create stuff. So yeah, I create as much as I can, and most of the times it works out, but I do have failures, which don't stop me from trying again. Yeah.
When you say our people, right now you are including the world, okay? Because I mean, you just came back from a Europe tour where we saw you get to, do a lot of amazing things, and for you, when you see propelling people propelling to your music in the way that it does, I mean, it transcends what we know, what is in our culture, and reaching out into the whole globe, and having those opportunities. Did you see this coming?
I mean, like I take it each day at a time.
No. Did you see this coming?
I take everything a day at a time. You know, I don't really, I work towards stuff. I don't really say this is what's going to happen, but like I position myself towards the direction that I want to go to. You know, and I've sort of managed it very well. You know, and I'm appreciating the opportunities that I'm getting overseas, the recognition, and I'm hoping that I can do more with more people that I'm working with the right strategy, and let's see where it takes us, man. You know,
And I mean, being part of that film that talks about Afroteco House globally, tell us a bit about that, and what the process was into what everything that you had to put in for you to finally see yourself at a screening moment and being like, oh, here we are. This is me. I'm seeing myself. I'm being impactful within this space, and think about all the other musicians that came before you, and just thinking, I'm that person that gets to stand tall on this platform. What does that entail?
it means the baton has been given to us, the generation of today, and it's up to us to give it to the next generation. You know, there are a lot of opportunities that I got from the likes of Oskido, Fresh, DJ Christos, Vinny Da Vinci, a lot of them, that came before us, and I'm really grateful for that. And I never took that for granted. So everything that I do is me building on top of the bricks that they left for me. You know, I mean, they're still building, but it's up to us to take it to the next level. And me being part of such things means I'm laying my foundation for the next generation to have a platform. And I'm grateful that I can be that voice to a lot of young people, and I'm hoping that they can do the same for others. You know, being on international stages talking about our music, it's nothing but authentic. It's a real story. You know, we're not acting, we're not telling a lie.
Would it be okay for us to say that you know you debuted Osama on that, and from someone that you look up to is making waves on a platform that you are propelling. I mean, Kunye is taking over. We don't even know where it is. Like when people put it, we're like, Kunye king, what's happening? What is that?
Yeah. I mean, Kunye is a movement that we're pushing, especially to push the type of stuff that we play. For young guys who are also doing the music, who are not really being recognized, we're creating that platform, that stage for them to showcase who they are, and obviously taking that brand and building it into a home for that sound, and hope that it will grow beyond the borders of South Africa. So I think we're on the right track. And there's a lot more that we're still going to do, but we had to start, and we started very well. People are loving the movement, and we'll keep going. Yeah.
Now there's a whole limited list. Like it's like you are, and it's like if you don't get the invite, or if you're not like part of like the who's who, I would say Nico, you are. How do we get a pass to get there?
It's not about being a who's who. We're trying to limit the numbers because of the space. We don't want to open it up, but we want to create a certain look for the brand, so that when we do eventually open it up to people, people know what it is, how it looks, so that we get the right people coming to the party, so that we don't have just a thing that's just a facade, but you get an invite. You just ask for it and you get it.
Guys, ask for the invite, okay? He's not saying it's not possible for you not to be there. Ask for the invite. You can also be at UR. What's the difference between UR and Kunye?
UR is more accessible. We're very chilled in terms of the music, more lifestyle, pushing it into the more cool kids, so that it's not just this hood sound that's just for males and all of that. We're trying to make it very cool and sexy, and then Kunye is more about the music, it's more about our positioning, taking this brand to an international feel. So the music is much more aligned to our narrative, which is more Afro house. Take that to the world, So
Aligned. Omudia are aligned to the narrative. The narrative of today is Shimza. There's no wrong way to kicking off in Pretoria. I mean, what does that mean for you? I mean, we know that we have 3 more stops to go. Kicking it off in the capital city. Why? Why Pretoria? Why? What's that importance? And the lineup of all the people that have been selected to showcase that, or actually there is really no wrong way to showcase Pretoria in its most authentic self.
yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? Yeah, why not? But I love this venue. It's dope. From what Transmic is doing with his event, musically it fits what we're trying to push, and the lineup is amazing. We've got Desiree, who's a very dope DJ. I even avoid calling her a female DJ because I feel like it then makes it seem as if Kiss Hall, she's not. She's a DJ, and that's what we need to take her as. And I love the fact that she's staying true to who she is, and her music and her sound, which is the same with Transmake. They're just pushing the sound that they love, and people are following that. So, for us to be able to come here and contribute to the scene here in Pretoria, I really appreciate that.
But are you paying respect to Pretoria being the capital city and the I don't know, like the forefront of and the pinnacle of house music in the country? Is that what we're saying? Can we say that, please? I'm from Pretoria. Please say that. Just Tavi, say if that's not what you want to say, but please just say yes.
South Africa is the center of music that's coming from South Africa to the world. House, Afro house, deep house, tech house, everything. South Africa as a whole exports music to the world.
Okay, he's avoiding that, but that's what we're gonna say. It's the kickoff of this. Ladies and gents and everybody else, and let's keep it moving. We're happy to be here. We're speaking to Shimza. There's no wrong way to her. He's showcasing authenticity and everything else amazing. Thank you so much for speaking to us on Developers.
Thank you so much for having me.
Peace, everybody.